Hey there guys, I just saw Cocaine Bear. It's a movie about a bear who does cocaine. The title of the movie is also the synopsis. It's okay. I'll see you guys next time. I'm just kidding. Don't go anywhere. Stay where you are, please. I need you to watch me because without you, I am nothing. But with all that said, I have been feeling a little bit under the weather. I think I have the big C word. That looks like a C. Not cocaine, but the other C word. And yeah, so I'm going to test again tomorrow. I've had it once. I do not want to deal with this again, but I can feel it. I'm all achy in my joints. Let's talk about the movie. 0.1% of this film is based on a true story from the 1980s where a bear does in fact do cocaine. And this film takes that grain of truth and really runs with it for 90 minutes, turning it into a big B movie that just gets more bizarre and over the top as the runtime progresses. And with a title like Cocaine Bear, I don't know what other tone would work for a film of this caliber other than big B-rate over the top, comedic, gory, stupid at times. The best way to describe Cocaine Bear is it's sort of like the thinking man's version of Sharknado. Have you heard about the upcoming spin-off film to this known as Meth Gator? That's not a joke, that's a real thing. Cinema has hit an all-time high. I kind of want to see it though, I'm not gonna lie. This film's directed by Elizabeth Banks, who previously directed that Charlie's Angels movie that no one asked for, saw, or remembers. In all fairness to Elizabeth Banks, I think she might have redeemed herself with Cocaine Bear. And real quick, before we continue on, I'm going to give a quick mention to the sponsor of this video, because I'm poor, and I'll tell you what's better than being chased through the wilderness by a ravenous bear. It's a great night's sleep on a very magical, mystical mattress. Big thanks to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. Welcome to my bedroom, don't get scared now, but as far as this mattress goes from Helix, this is a Twilight model because I'm sort of a vampire, especially when I sleep. I want to go into a slumber and almost never wake up again and never be bothered, and with this mattress, that's what I can do. Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and conveniently shipped right to your door. Now everybody's different, Helix knows that. They made the sleep quiz to match your unique body type and sleep preferences to make the perfect mattress for you. For example, if you sleep with a partner, you can take the sleep quiz together and find the perfect compromise for both of you. And based on my results, Helix matched me with their Twilight mattress. Now I can sleep like a vampire. And if you're like me and you want to personalize your mattress even more, I added the Glacio Tex cooling cover. It's a great way to keep cool while you sleep. I genuinely mean this when I say it. You guys know how picky I am when it comes to movies, how I like to critique them. I'm the same way when it comes to mattresses because I spend the majority of my life on this thing, and I will say this is the most comfortable mattress I have ever slept on. In whatever position you like to sleep in, Helix has the right mattress for you. As you can tell, I'm sort of a back sleeper. When it comes to this mattress, I like a firm mattress because after years of abusing my spinal cord at the gym, I wake up with back issues. But with this mattress, it's firm, it's supportive, but yet it's soft and nurturing. With your Helix Sleep mattress, you get a 100-night sleep trial, along with a 10-year warranty. And there's financing options and flexible payment plans. And the best part is Helix delivers your mattress right to your door for free within the US. Like I said, I love my Helix and I think you will too. If you're looking to buy a new bed, check out Helix. Click on the link below or go to helixsleep.com/flickpick to get 20% off your Helix mattress, plus 2 free pillows. And once again, big thanks to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. Now here's a few things I enjoyed about Cocaine Bear. I really did enjoy the bear, and I was rooting for the bear at one point in this movie because I really didn't give a shit about any of the characters, and we'll talk about that in just a few seconds. But also, I really enjoyed that 1980s time period, which this movie takes place in, and much like the true story, which did happen in the 1980s. But either way, I did enjoy the 1980s vibe of this film, and also, speaking of the 1980s, this film's score, I think, is the best thing that it has going for it. Because throughout this film, there's a very appropriate 1980s synth score that's utilized, and I really enjoyed that. I think it sounded great, and it also added to the atmosphere of the movie. And there's also something about like a synth sounding score that helps elevate comedy in a movie for me. Maybe that's just me, but I enjoyed both of those things. This film is an hour and 35 minutes long, and I did a first reaction video of this movie coming out of the theater. I posted on TikTok and Instagram, on YouTube Shorts, so if you want to, check that out. Links are down below, I think, somewhere down there. And I said in that first reaction video, this film had to have been over 2 hours long. I didn't check IMDb because I didn't really care at the time, but come to find out, it's only an hour and 35 minutes long. But the runtime of this film just starts eating away at you because it's almost relentless and repetitive, and you can tell that they ran out of story within the first 40 minutes of the movie, and then they just started tacking in all kinds of random bullshit, such as flashbacks and backstories and characters that you don't really care about to pad the runtime, and it truly feels like a movie that's over 2 hours long. And I think that's the biggest negative I can give this film is, whenever your 90-minute movie feels like it's 2 hours and 20 minutes long, it's not doing something right. Like I said a few minutes ago, as this film progresses on, it gets more bloody, more gruesome, and more violent, and one of my favorite scenes towards the third act of this film was the ambulance scene. I don't really remember any of the characters' names in this movie, nor do I care enough to look them up on IMDb because it doesn't really matter, but my two favorite characters were two kids ditching school, going on a nature hike, because I sort of relate to that, and they stumble across the cocaine. Another character I really enjoyed throughout this film was this older detective who's trying to trace down where these drugs are, and he's a very comedic, over-the-top character. There's a big subplot and some flashbacks that relate to him adopting a dog. It's just nonsensical stuff padded into the film that makes no real sense or adds any value, but it's there. And his character is sort of a mix between Roger Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon and Cleveland Brown from Family Guy. I think that's the best culmination I can give you. Because he's getting too old for this shit, and that's nasty. I liked his character. It also stars the late Ray Liotta, who I thought this would be his last film, and then I looked it up, and he has 3 more movies in pre- or post-production. So Cocaine Bear will not be his final film in his legacy. I think that's a good thing. And he plays a drug dealer in this film. And if anything, I think his entire subplot was the least interesting, and it was useful to the story. I get that it had to exist, but really, I didn't care about anything relating to his subplot or his 2 henchmen that were searching for the drugs in the woods. It all sort of was instantly forgettable. And now, here are my final flicking thoughts on Cocaine Bear. I need a little pick-me-up. Hang on. Just some Sprite. That's all. I feel like some of the comedy in this film works. I feel like some of the over-the-top sequences really work. I was not expecting this film to go as over-the-top as it was. And maybe I should have with a title like Cocaine Bear, but I think that's where this movie really shines and excels. I think the first act was really slow. I think some of the middle sections were a little bit too padded with nonsensical storylines and characters that don't matter. And everything with the bear was mildly entertaining. And to be honest, the only character I really cared about was Cocaine Bear. I would have been happy if he just ate everyone, and that was the end of the movie. But as far as this movie goes, it feels twice as long as it actually is, and half as fulfilling as it should be, and I don't really see myself ever rewatching this movie again. But on a positive note, and in all fairness, if this movie hit Netflix, and you had a group of friends and it was a rainy night and you had some frozen pizza, this would be something to do for an hour and a half, even though it's going to feel like 2 hours and 20 minutes long when you watch it. But this is a mindless, entertaining film I think some people could watch on Netflix on a rainy night. That's where I think this movie belongs. I'm going to give Cocaine Bear this right here. It's over the top and gruesome at times, and there's some fun to be had, but everything in between that is just really dull and sort of boring to watch. So that's my review of Cocaine Bear. And now here's my question for you, and let me know down below if you've seen the movie, what did you think about it? Or what is your favorite apex predator movie of all time besides Jaws? As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. That way I can see you next time. Take care.